Hi there, my name is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I'm happy you found us, and I hope you enjoy the show. If you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. Today, we're going to do part 3 of Olivia Mitchell's play. And if you haven't heard part 1, part 2, please do me a favor and go back and listen to part 1 and part 2. Olivia Mitchell was the type of woman who wanted to leave the hustle and bustle of a large city and move to a small town called Serenity Falls. And it's a veil of tranquility that hides dark secrets. The disappearance of Olivia Mitchell, a young woman, a promising journalist, unveils a web of deceit and shatters the town's idyllic facade. However, Detective Alex discovers a sinister plot involving long buried secrets and unexpected connections as he digs deeper into what's going on in Serenity Falls. So don't miss this. This is going to be really good, and it's something new that we added to the show. We're going to try to wrap this up within the next week. So thanks a lot for listening. We'll be right back after this message with Olivia Mitchell's play. Hi, this is Dave with The Last Podcast. Do you want to earn extra money from home? Or would you like to start your own home-based business helping people save money on services they're already using? Then hit me up at the last podcast 443@gmail.com, and I will share with you how so many people are starting to earn and generate an extra income from the comforts of their own home. This is Dave with The Last Podcast. We'll see you soon. This is part 3 of Olivia Mitchell, Serenity Falls. As Detective Turner and Olivia delve further into the labyrinth of Serenity Falls, the scope of the conspiracy expanded beyond their expectations. The town's dark secrets intertwined with Olivia's discoveries, revealing a plot that reached far beyond the disappearances and corruption they had initially uncovered. Olivia said to Alex, "Alex, look here. There's an inscription on this plate covering this part of the floor. I believe it may lead to a secret passage." Alex said, "You're right, Olivia. I never saw this before. I wonder where it leads to." They stumbled upon an ancient underground passage beneath the town's, hidden for centuries and known only to the veil keepers. This mysterious labyrinth, filled with cryptic symbols and hidden chambers, held the key to the town's unsettling history. As they navigated the winding tunnels, they unearthed a long buried truths that went back to the town's founding days. Olivia's curiosity intensifies as Detective Turner becomes more cautious. Detective Turner said to Olivia, "Slow down, Olivia. We don't have enough light to go creeping in the dark, not knowing what awaits us behind the shadows of their secrets. We must remain cautious." The Veil Keepers, it seemed, were not just manipulators of the present, but guardians of the dark legacy. The labyrinth revealed a secret pact made by the town's founders, binding Serenity Falls to a malevolent force in exchange for prosperity. The disappearances were sacrificial offerings, and the Veil Keepers, descendants of the original conspirators, had maintained their grip on the town for generations. Facing the chilling reality that the town itself was complicit in the perpetuation of these dark rituals, Detective Turner and Olivia grappled with the weight of their discoveries. The lines between victim and perpetrator blurred, and the duo found themselves entangled in a struggle against the ancient evil that transcended time. Alex said to Olivia, "Let's go back and gather some supplies so that we're more prepared for what may lie ahead." Olivia didn't like this idea of leaving, But she knew Alex was right. So they left to get flashlights and tools and other supplies that they thought they might need. Now, as they raced against the clock to expose the truth, Olivia and Detective Turner faced betrayals from unexpected quarters, and the labyrinth's depths tested the limits of their resolve. The fate of Serenity Falls hung in the balance, and unraveling the town's mysteries became a perilous journey into the heart of darkness where the shadows threatened to consume them both. Now, in the dimly lit confines of Detective Alex Turner's makeshift investigation room, the air hung heavy. With the weight of Serenity Falls' chilling secrets, Olivia Mitchell's paced nervously, the revelation of the labyrinth and the ancient pact echoing in her mind like a haunting refrain. Detective Turner, his expression hardened by years of wrestling with the town's shadows, studied the documents spread across the table. The flickering lamplight cast eerie shadows on their faces as they delved into the sinister history that bound Serenity Falls. Olivia broke the uneasy silence. The labyrinth is more than just a hidden passage, Alex. It's the conduit to an ancient force that has manipulated this town for centuries. The disappearance, the sacrifices, it's all part of the unholy pact made by the founders. Detective Turner's eyes narrowed, and the Veil Keepers are the custodians of this dark legacy, orchestrating the town's destiny from the shadows. But why? What drives them to perpetuate this malevolent pact? Olivia heard her voice tinge with a mixture of dread and determination, replied, "Power, Alex. It's always about power. The Veil Keepers wield influence, wealth, and control over Serenity Falls. They believe that the town's prosperity is tied to these sacrificial rituals, and Mayor Caldwell is at the center of it all." As they discussed the chilling facts, Olivia handed Detective Turner a weathered journal she had discovered in the labyrinth. Its pages detailed Veil Keepers' meetings, the chosen sacrifices, the twisted rationale behind their actions. The detective's gaze narrowed as he absorbed the horrifying truths within the worn pages. They've been choosing victims strategically, manipulating the town's fate to suit their agenda, Olivia continued. And it's not just about preserving the past, it's about securing a future tainted by the same darkness. Detective Turner, his jaw clenched, responded, "We have to expose them. We have to expose this, Olivia. Serenity Falls deserves to be free from this malevolent, but we're up against an ancient force, a web of deceit that has entangled generations. How do we unravel something that's woven into the very fabric of the town?" Olivia's eyes was reflecting a mix of fear and determination, widespread, and she whispered, "We exposed them to the light. The Veil Keepers strive in the shadows, but the truth has a way of dispelling darkness. We gather evidence, we expose their rituals, and we break this cycle of torment forever." As they formulated a plan to bring the Veil Keepers into the light, Detective Turner and Olivia understood that the perilous journey they lay ahead. The chilling facts they discovered were the keys to liberate Serenity Falls, but they also unveiled the haunting reality that the town's darkest hour was yet to come. In the whispered conversations of their shared resolve, the duo prepared to confront the ancient evil that had befell the town and kept them captive for centuries. As Detective Turner and Olivia forge ahead with their plan to expose the Veil Keepers, the chilling dangers lurking in the shadows of Serenity Falls tighten their grip. The town, once serene, now seemed to pulse with an ominous energy, as if the very air carried the weight of century-old malevolence. Their first breakthrough came in the form of a clandestine meeting scheduled by the Veil Keepers. Armed with evidence and the courage to confront the ancient force, Detective Turner and Olivia infiltrated the secret gathering, navigating through the labyrinth's winding passages to reach the hidden chamber where the pact was sealed. Detective Turner wanted to bring backup, but he knew he couldn't trust anyone except Olivia, who was determined to expose the truth at all costs. The air inside the chamber was thick with tension as the Veil Keepers, cloaked figures with faces obscured, performed a ritual that sent shivers down Olivia's spine. The room echoed with eerie chants of a language long forgotten, and the walls seemed to pulse with the malevolent energy. It was a dance with shadows, a confrontation with the force that had held Serenity Falls captive for centuries. As the duo surreptitiously observed, their cover was blown. A vigilant Veil Keeper sensed their presence, panic setting, and the chamber erupted in chaos. A near-death experience ensued as Detective Turner and Olivia narrowly evaded capture, darting through the labyrinth's passages with the Veil Keepers in pursuit. In the heart-stopping chase, the labyrinth revealed its true nature, shifting walls, concealing traps, and hidden pitfalls. The very structure seemed determined to protect the secrets it held. Detective Turner, drawing on his knowledge of the town's history, guided Olivia through the perilous maze, their footsteps echoing in ancient corridors. In a heart-pounding moment, they found themselves cornered. In a dimly lit chamber, the Veil Keepers, their faces finally unveiled, stared at them with eyes that held centuries of malevolence. The chamber seemed to close in on them, the air suffused with the anticipation of confrontation that could tip the scales between liberation and eternal captivity. But just as the shadows threatened to consume them, suddenly, a disturbance echoed through the labyrinth. The ground trembled, and ancient stones shifted, creating an opening that allowed Detective Turner and Olivia to escape. The labyrinth itself seems to rebel against the Veil Keepers, as if Serenity Falls itself demanded freedom. Breathless and battered, the duo emerged from the labyrinth, their near-death experience leaving an indelible mark on their journey. The Veil Keepers, though momentarily thwarted, were not vanquished, and the danger that loomed over Serenity Falls escalated with each passing moment. In the aftermath of their harrowing escape, Detective Turner and Olivia realized that the dance with shadows had only just begun, and the town's fate hang in the balance between ancient malevolence and the flickering light of truth. Stay tuned for the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really enjoyed doing this for you guys. So if you want to share this, please share it with your friends, family, co-workers, and I hope you guys like this podcast and also subscribe so you can make sure that you get the next episode that comes out. Again, my name is Dave. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If you want to reach out to me, you can do so at dave@thelastpodcast.info. And if you want to text me, go ahead and do so at 972-284-9518. Again, if you want to text, that number is 972-284-9518. Thank you so much for listening and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.